Hello everyone, no respawns here. Hope you're having a grand weekend. Probably, if you're not in the US or Canada or something like that, it's probably really late, so sorry about this, but I've been working on this for a few hours. So basically, this is part one of my Tenpines mod. So I decided to build this in two parts. It's actually one mod, don't worry. I'm not going to have all the sanctuary headache. But I just thought it would be better to... Because I knew I was going to be surrounding it with one big wall, I wanted to kind of make the wall functional. It is nearly, except I've already figured out that the guard posts don't work, and I already know why, so that'll be fixed in a day or two. Anywho, so basically, this is Tenpines Bluff. This is already available to download now. You're going to have to delete that because it keeps resetting its position for some weird-ass reason. But basically, yes, I wanted to start kind of from the northern settlements and kind of work down, and as Tenpines is kind of usually one of the first settlements you unlock, it kind of made sense to kind of actually build up. So the whole vibe with Tenpines Bluff, and I wanted to kind of make it feel like a bit more of a vanilla settlement. In the fact is, I wanted it to kind of look vanilla with a twist, basically. And there's still lots of twisting to do, just for the record. So basically, lots of twisting, for fuck's sake. So basically, I've gone for a kind of... I want it to feel like a normal settlement. So it's going to have, since it's surrounded by all these walls, which I've custom made, as you can see. And it's going to feel like a normal farm. But I've also added these guard towers in as well. Now, just to note on the guard towers, they don't work, and I think I know why already. I have a sneaking suspicion I've used the wrong ladder, because I can't see, I don't think they can get up here. Even though the navmesh is right, for some reason, they're not actually able to be assignable. So I'll have that one fixed quite soon. It's just those of you who've used the creation kit know that it's sometimes a little bit weird. Now, there's still loads to do. The reason why I wanted to do the walls is because I knew I was doing them, and they were going to be the most time-consuming. Like, these have taken me like a couple of days to do in my evenings, because basically I had to custom make them all, because I wanted them to look a bit more unique. Hello, Chief. But also I had to do the nav mesh as well. So currently, as you can see, that guy's not walking around. If I just grab Nick, follow me, Nick will just walk through the gate. It occurs to me he might... Will he try and walk through the... Oh, no, he's good. Come here, Nicky. Come on, in here. Yeah, there we go. It's all grand. Basically, so I've cut out all the walls. So currently, it's fine. They can even, I think, walk up these stairs. But I think what I've gone and done is I've used the wrong stairs. Is he going to walk up them? Interesting. So basically, I think I've used the wrong stairs, basically. Because I noticed when I was assigning some... Because I was racking my brain for the last 30 minutes. I noticed when I was assigning the settlers, I could kind of tell them to go here and here. But I couldn't tell them to go to the stairs. So I have a sneaking suspicion that these aren't actually the correct stairs. Nikki, will you wait there? However, it's quite cool so far. So you've got barbed wire along all the walls. It is very wood. Oh, that, by the way, is just me vaporizing an enemy. Don't worry about that. It is very wood looking. So let me just describe what's going to happen. Because as per with all of my settlement mods, I want to give you loads of options for building. Also, this will be one mod, so it's going to have loads of open space. So first things first is... Let me just close the gate. I've deliberately used the bigger gate in this one. Not all of my settlement mods will actually have their own walls and gate. However, this one will. And people did mention in the Sanctuary one how they couldn't. Some of them, because some of you were still using Brahmin, some people were getting stuck because of the size of the Brahmin and the size of the gate. So I decided to use the big one. However, this gate still has some work to do it. A great reference point would be my Red Rocket settlement. Which, you know, when you look at the gate, it kind of stands out. It looks very unique. It's got those lights. It's got those poles at the side. So there's going to be lots of detail added to these walls. But I kind of wanted to get them in first. I actually got them in the other day. Like, I did them really quick with just the standard junk ones. But they were an absolute mess. Then I actually kind of used that as a frame. And as you can see, I've kind of, like, custom made nearly all. I've like done something with every single piece, but they're gonna have a little bit more color on them. For example, I kind of want lanterns spread out, so like at night time it really kind of looks quite cool. Potentially even a smaller back exit for the provisioner there, and just generally spiced up so they have a bit more character, because they are kind of quite, even though there aren't much repetition of textures as such, they do kind of look a little bit too bland, though I still want to kind of keep that kind of vanilla look. The gate has, especially, it's going to have, you know, kind of like a big banner probably or something like that. So when you walk up to it, it really kind of stands out. Also, there will be pathing. So around the places where I don't expect you to build. So kind of, you know, the places where you see people walking. That I will do kind of that kind of wood platforming that I do. For example, in my recent, what do we call it? Sunshine Tinings Co-op, that kind of thing. Now, I'm not going to probably place any food. I'll just, because it's already got the food here already, but obviously I'm going to deliberately leave you areas to, this will probably be the main farm. I will probably tidy up a lot of the grass as well. I'm going to have a little bit of an experiment on this one because in the creation kit there is a way to effectively get rid of grass, but it seems to be really weird because whenever I use it, it just kind of sort of moves it. It doesn't get rid of it. So I'm going to experiment with that, with the idea of maybe flattening this ground a little bit, because one thing problem I always had when I built here is the fact is that if I had anything like that wasn't on a foundation, you just have loads of grass bits sticking through the bottom. Same with these bushes. I'll probably just kind of clean up the inside effectively. Now the big thing will be this house right here. I am going to either fix it and turn it into kind of like a custom house, or I might even just full on replace it with a fixed version of one of these houses. I haven't actually decided yet. I did have a kind of, it was one of the first thing I initially started doing was kind of having a play, but I'm not too sure. There also are some insects in here, but I'm pretty sure I can figure out to make sure that they, you know, just don't get in the way. So basically, yeah, this will be, I'm quite excited for this one. I'm glad the walls are done because that was the most pain in the arse thing ever. It took hours. It was bigger than the red rocket ones because they go around the entire settlement and they're quite thin. But I did get it done. I just want to spice them up quite a bit. I want them to kind of look a bit more colourful. I want kind of details, lanterns, that kind of thing, so they feel a bit more dynamic. And I will fix the stairs and the thingies. I'm a bit confused as to why, because I actually even went on, I don't know why I'm walking across the walls here. I actually even went on my red rocket to check, and the scripting is exactly the same. Just for whatever reason, I can't seem to assign anyone. I'll figure it out, though. It's fine. I'll put the little note in the mod description, but that'll be done in the next few days. As a side, so my Jamaica Plain mod has been updated now. That one works fine. I'm still actually having trouble with the stairs and that, to the point where I'm wondering whether the reason why Nick can't go up the scaffolding is because I've used the wrong kind of stairs. That might be it. I'm going to have a wee fiddle in the next few days. That one's completely finished. All the nav meshing's done. The detail looks good, so definitely download it. A lot of you PC users have been requesting, and I did upload 3 or 4 mods of the day. I now have my mods available on the Nexus. So I'll link the Jamaica Plain one in the description, so go there and you can just find all of my other mods from there. I will, over the next week, be uploading all of my mods. It will just give me, like, a bit, yeah, because it's going to take a while. For those of you who are downloading the Sanctuary Walls mod, please ignore the comments about how nothing happens. Basically, when I made that mod, I'd made a backup right when I started it for whatever reason. I think I just duped to save. And I uploaded the wrong one. So basically what happened is I actually uploaded a mod that was called No Respawn Sanctuary Walls that had no changes to Sanctuary whatsoever. because that's what I did. But we figured it out, and it's fine. So yes, I'm grand. I did watch, if you asked, I did watch the QuakeCon stream on Fallout 76. I'm very, very excited. I decided to not make a video on it. One, because there are about 50 videos already. I was at the cinema, watched Ant-Man when it was happening, so by the time I got back, there were already probably about 50 million. And plus, also, possibly just going to avoid all the Fallout 76 drama until the beta drops, then I'll make loads of videos. But yes, you guys enjoy the current state of Tenpines. As I said, it will be getting because this was the most time-consuming part of the entire mod, now I can spend a bit more time kind of adding a lot of characters, so it will look, I think you'll like it. I've already got my kind of vision of how it's going to look. The walls especially look a lot more dynamic, and there'll be details. It'll look really, really cool. That'll be up in the next couple of days. But yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of your week. As always, follow me on Twitter at norespawns, and I will talk to you fantastic bunch soon. You take care.